Toyota once built a race car so fast and so terrifying that it scared the company's own board of directors into killing the entire project. The Toyota 7 made over 800 horsepower, weighed less than a modern Mazda Miata, and was aimed straight at the most dangerous racing series on the planet. But tragedy, conspiracy, and a last-minute rule change meant this machine never got its shot at glory. These are 10 amazing facts about the Toyota 7 that even the most loyal fans have never heard. Number 10. The same man who designed the legendary 2000 GT created the Toyota 7. Jiro Kawano was the head of Toyota's motorsports division in the late 1960s, and he was the lead engineer behind the Toyota 2000 GT, the car that put Japan on the global sports car map. But Kawano had bigger ambitions than road cars. In the spring of 1967, he kicked off a joint development project with Yamaha to build Toyota's first ever purpose-built race car. The goal was simple: win the Japanese Grand Prix at Fuji Speedway, the biggest race in the country. The Toyota 7 was never meant for showrooms. It was built for one thing only, and that was victory. Number 9. The first Toyota 7 used the exact same engine as the 2000 GT. When the prototype Toyota 7 first hit the track at Suzuka in February 1968, it was powered by the same 2-litre inline 6-cylinder engine from the 2000 GT. That engine was fine for a Grand Tourer, but it was hopelessly outgunned on a racetrack full of Chevrolet V8s and Porsche Flat 6s. Toyota quickly swapped in a brand new 3-litre V8, but even that was not enough. By 1969, the engine had grown to 5 litres, and by 1970, Toyota strapped 2 Garrett turbochargers onto it and pushed the output to over 800 horsepower. In just 2 years, the Toyota 7 went from a borrowed road car engine to one of the highest output racing engines anywhere on the planet. Number 8. Yamaha built the car and they bought a Ford GT40 as homework. Just like the 2000 GT, the Toyota 7's chassis was constructed by Yamaha. But Yamaha had never built anything this extreme before, so during development in 1968, Yamaha purchased a Ford GT40 as a reference vehicle to study how a world-class racing chassis should be put together. They examined the GT40's construction, suspension geometry, and structural design, then applied those lessons to the Toyota 7. The fact that one of Japan's most iconic race cars was partly inspired by an American Le Mans legend is something almost nobody talks about. Number 7. Toyota used a rival company's wind tunnel to shape the car. Toyota did not have its own high-speed wind tunnel in the 1960s, so they turned to Dhatsu, a smaller automaker and Toyota subsidiary, to borrow their aerodynamic testing facilities. The Toyota 7's distinctive wedge shape, with its broad, low nose and aggressive rear wing, was refined inside Daihatsu's wind tunnel. That sleek body helped the Toyota 7 dominate in straight-line speed, and the car's aerodynamic efficiency became one of its greatest advantages against heavier, less refined competitors. Number 6. The Toyota 7 never won the one race it was built to win. The Japanese Grand Prix was the entire reason the Toyota 7 existed, but the car never won it. In 1968, 4 Toyota 7s lined up at Fuji Speedway, and all of them finished behind Nissan R381 prototypes, which were running Chevrolet V8 engines. In 1969, Toyota came back with the bigger 5-litre car, but Nissan unveiled their R382 with a monstrous 6-litre V12. Toyota finished 3rd and 4th. The rivalry between Toyota and Nissan at the Japanese Grand Prix was the most intense motorsport battle in the country, and despite everything Toyota threw at it, Nissan won every single time. Number 5. The turbocharged version was 2 years ahead of Porsche. When Toyota bolted twin Garrett Air Research turbochargers onto the 5-litre V8 for the 1970 season, they were pioneering technology that the rest of the world had barely considered for sports car racing. The idea came from Shunji Tanaka, the manager of Yamaha's automotive research division, who learned about turbocharging potential during a meeting with European engineer Michael May. Toyota's turbocharged 7 made over 800 horsepower while weighing just 620 kilograms. That power-to-weight ratio was staggering. Porsche would not introduce their own turbocharged Can-Am car, the 91710, until 1972, a full 2 years later. If you are finding this interesting, consider subscribing. We cover the wildest stories in classic car history every week. Now let's get to the really dark side of the Toyota 7. Number 4. One of the drivers killed in the Toyota 7 was Japan's Steve McQueen. Sachio Fukuzawa was not just a racing driver, he was a fashion executive, a professional model, and the face of national advertising campaigns for Toyota, Shiseido Cosmetics, and Panasonic. A Japanese magazine called him the coolest man in Japan. He was born in Paris to a Japanese father and a Greek mother, and his great-grandfather was Yukichi Fukuzawa, one of the most important figures in modern Japanese history. In February 1969, Sachio was testing a secret closed-cockpit prototype connected to the Toyota 7 program at Yamaha's private test track in Fukuroi. The car lost control at over 250 kilometers per hour and crashed into a metal signpost. He was 25 years old. Number 3. Toyota tried to cover up the crash. After Sachio Fukuzawa's death, Toyota refused to provide photographs of the actual accident vehicle to local police. Instead, the company gave investigators pictures of a completely different car and claimed the real vehicle was a confidential trade secret. The wreckage was destroyed before it could be examined. Toyota blamed the crash on driver error. Sachio's father, Shintaro, a law professor, took legal action against Toyota, accusing them of negligence and obstructing the investigation. The legal battle lasted 12 years before the Fukuzawa family was awarded 61 million yen in damages in a 1981 settlement. The true cause of the crash was never officially determined, and the actual vehicle that killed Sachio was never identified. Number 2. A second driver died in the turbo version, and that ended everything. Minoru Kawai took over as Toyota's lead driver after Fukuzawa's death. He won the 1969 Fuji 200-mile race, beating Can-Am veterans from North America in the process, and became the face of Toyota's racing program. On August 26, 1970, the very same day that Toyota's board formally approved plans to enter the North American Can-Am series, Kawai was testing the turbocharged Toyota 7 at Suzuka Circuit. Exiting the second Degner curve, the car's throttle is believed to have stuck open. Kawai lost control, the car hit a trackside ditch and launched into the air. He was thrown from the vehicle and killed instantly. Toyota cancelled the Can-Am program that same month and shut down the entire Toyota 7 project in September 1970. Number 1. The car that never raced came back from the dead 30 years later. For decades, the turbocharged Toyota 7 sat silently on a display podium inside the Toyota Automobile Museum in Nagakute, Japan. It was a monument to what might have been. Then, in 2001, a team of Toyota road car engineers led by Kazufume Toriya made it their personal mission to bring the car back to life. They restored it from the ground up, entirely on their own initiative. In 2002, the naturally aspirated version screamed up the hill at the Goodwood Festival of Speed in England, with Toyota Executive Vice President Akihiko Saito behind the wheel. The following year, the full 800 horsepower twin-turbo version ran at Goodwood as well, with Formula One drivers Alan McNish and Cristiano D'Amata taking turns. Every surviving member of the original Team Toyota was reunited for demonstration runs in Japan. The car that was supposed to conquer North American racing, but never got the chance, finally got to show the world what it could do, more than 3 decades after it was silenced. The Toyota 7 is the greatest race car that almost was. It produced 800 horsepower, weighed 620 kilograms, and ran twin turbos 2 years before Porsche. Its story is soaked in ambition, tragedy, and conspiracy. If Kawai had lived, if the rules had not changed, if Toyota had made it to Can-Am, the entire history of motorsport might look different today. If you found this video as fascinating as I did, consider subscribing, and we will see you in the next one.